What is up, Yu-Gi-Oh fans? I'm of course the Joker, and today I'm going to be showing you guys an actual duel that happened this week. And the reason I'm showing you guys this is because, this was a duel between me and this guy named Lumchop. His actual name is Leah, but I won't pronounce his entire name for two reasons. One, I am terrible at pronouncing some people's names, and second, purely and simply because of privacy reasons. Now, the reason I really wanted to show you guys this duel was because recently I have actually joined a Facebook group called Duelist Sanctuary. There will be linked to them in the description down below, and these people are just absolutely amazing. It's run by this guy named Nolan. He's absolutely really funny and just absolutely an amazing all-round guy, so I'm giving a shout out to them, of course. Hopefully you guys check them out. They're absolutely amazing, and Nolan tries to actually do quite a few giveaways, and he tries his best at, giving us the best cards and that he possibly can, and all the time, like every single time there is a giveaway that's going on, guarantee, like, I would be entering it, because I know I personally like the cards, and these cards are always absolutely amazing. So, I actually entered one giveaway of his, which was for a deck core. I don't want to be giving away what actually the deck core was, because when I do get that in, I will be opening it for you guys, I will be showing you guys that, and I will just be going from there of what I'm actually going to be doing with that deck core and all that. But I then actually entered another giveaway for 3 Solemn Strikes, and the Solemn Strike giveaway was pretty much whoever could add the most amount of people, into the group would actually win these 3 Solemn Strikes. So I inboxed Nolan, said, hey, I just added 89, because, I was a little self-conscious of like, okay, if I add people and, if I say how many I've added, I feel someone else is going to just, snipe me, which, I mean, I do know what I was doing now was kind of not the correct way to do about it, but I do notice that other people did the same thing, so I mean, in all fairness, I do believe it was probably the best way to possibly do it. But, when it came around to the actual day of like, okay, who actually won the giveaway, who actually added the most amount of people, it actually went down between me and this guy named Leah. So Leah's actually in another state, he's actually in England and all that, Europe or around that area. So, it was kind of confusing of like trying to figure out the best time because of the different time zones to do anything and try and figure out like what would be the best way to resolve this. So of course, as we always do in the Yu-Gi-Oh world, we ran down to a duel. Me and him talked here and there, we shared some messages, it was hard coming up with the time. We finally actually got to a time which was earlier this week, but I really want to, of course, show you guys this on the Friday Fun Day video because that's what I'm all about. I love showing you guys these videos on the Fridays. But I mean, this was really fun to do, and of course we did talk about, like, we can use any deck we want. I, of course, went a personal favour of mine, Nurseburn, hoping that I would win the Solemn Strike so I could give them to a good personal friend of mine, so they could personally play them. And he was, trying to win them so that he can potentially go to better regionals and all that, and, just up his game, which is always fair. That's what we're always about. You always want to up your game as much as you can, so I fully supported that. And of course, I did wish him the best in trying to winning. And, if I had to lose to anyone, I would be proud to lose to this guy. But, I don't want to be giving away who won or lost, but I still just want to show you guys the duel throwbacks. And if you guys actually want to check out the video of his commentary, I'll leave a link to that in the description down below, because he did actually upload a video. He's not, I'm pretty sure a big YouTuber and all that, but I mean, he still uploaded a video, so if you want to hear his voice and his commentary and all this, there'll be a link to that in the description down below. But let's just get right into this. So, I will be showing you guys the playback version. I'll be just talking as it goes along, explaining why I made particular choices. I'm just saying good luck, man. I, of course, went rock. I always go rock or scissors. I barely ever go paper, because, most people are always either going paper these days, and I'll always pick scissors, and it's just always great. So, here we're just talking about, he's saying you too and all that. We're just getting along really, really well. And, of course, he said, let me start recording here, and the reason my screen went like that is because I was actually worried that it froze. I was using my school's internet, and sometimes it does play up, so I was really worried that, it would actually freeze, because I haven't actually been able to use my home internet currently because of the internet just playing up at my house. Hopefully this is fixed by Friday, so, Mondays I'll maybe be able to do more of the online deck profile videos and all that. But I mean, till I actually get the internet working, I will be doing the whole in real life deck profile video, so whatever deck I can really make for you guys is what I want to be making. And, I'll just upload it at somewhere other place and just make it a lot easier. So he actually went with paper, and I have seen this video, he was the reason he did this decision was trying to trick me. You know, he made me go first, which would normally make people freak out. But, you know, I was really happy because I'm like, look at this hand. I've got Into the Void, Magical Mallet, Pot of Desires, Secret Barrel, and Card of Demise. I mean, you know, that's an absolutely great hand. I've got the draw power. And, of course, I did say warn me if I'm too fast. Now, the reason I say this is because I do know a lot of the time I do play really, really fast. Now, I do know that I don't give my opponent enough time to actually respond. That's why sometimes I don't like dueling on Dueling Book because, you know, this is better when you want to have a conversation with someone, and that's why I really want to do it on Dueling Book. But when you just want to have a quick smashed out game or, you know, and all of that, it's just a lot easier on Dawn of a New Era because you know that your opponent can only do a particular choice. So, of course, I got that card in my eyes, I played it, and I just draw right into this hand. You know, I've got that Upstart Goblin, the gift card, the Pot of Duality, and of course I'm going to be activating that Into the Void, because Into the Void always gives me that +1. And I'll keep on asking, you know, K, because, you know, if you're playing online, it is better to make sure that your opponent knows exactly what's going down. I don't know what he's running. Like, honestly, I thought he was going to be running Worms at one point, because in the conversations and all that, I was hearing that he is the king of worms, so I was really excited to actually verse worms. But, you know, I'll show you what he guys verse to me with when it gets later on into that video. I don't want to give away too much. I don't want to give away, you know, all the different things. But I mean, I got that nurse. I have to be activating that Upstart Goblin. I did watch his video. At this point, he was like, "Ah, great, I'm versing Nurseman." But before that, you know, he was like, "Is he running Exodia?" Of course, he's running Exodia until I run that Poe's Desires. And for once, you know, he actually said, "Oh, he's not running Exodia, because what person would run Poe Desires in Exodia?" And the reason I'm bringing that up is because so many times that I play that Poe Desires, everyone always thinks I'm running Exodia, and I don't know why. Like, comment below if you guys run into any occasions where you're running a particular deck and they always assume Exodia, regardless of the draw power cards you use. So, I mean, I've got the Triangus right there, the Bad Reaction to Smelcher, and the Magical Mallet. So this is a really great hand. I'm thinking, okay, well, what would be the best choice for me right here? Of course, I went with that Triangus. I've already got the Nurse. You know, if I was being a lot more safer, you know, I would have probably gone for that Bad Reaction to Smelcher. But I was mainly thinking, you know what, I need the burn cards. I need the cards, and this is where I went a little bit risky. And I was like, okay, I need some luck. Give me some luck. And I got the heads, and I was super excited about this because that means I get that draw, which is what I really need with this deck. And there you go. I've got the gift card, the Triangus, the Secret Barrel. I've already set another Secret Barrel, and then I also got the Bad Reaction to Smelcher. So right now I'm going to be activating that Magical Mallet. And the reason I use Magical Mallet, you know, I've got the double Dark Lord dealings, and I just need to clear up some space on my back row. So that's why I'm just using that. It doesn't really matter what I draw into because I've basically got the burn right there. So there you go. You know, I've got the burn. I've got the Bad Reaction to Smelcher. So even if he destroys my Nurse, he has to get rid of one or the other. I just set the gift cards, and I also set the Pass of Destiny because that's a guarantee 2,000 a lot of the time, where Secret Barrel can only burn for so much. So of course, because I activated Into the Void and all that, you know, he's going that GG, yeah. And you know, I pretty much showed it right here because you gotta keep in mind, I was actually at school at this point in time. I only had like a small break to actually do this. So I mean, I had to record really quickly, so that's why I didn't want to try and rush him. But you know, I just showed him the cards, and I do know that, you know, you have to normally wait for your opponent to do all this. But I wanted to show that, you know, I wanted to show to him, okay, I've got the burn, and if you can't negate it, then I would win the first game. And the reason, you know, although you're not allowed to normally do that, I wouldn't do that in a tournament, I wouldn't do that all the time, but I mean, if it was only because I was at college, and, you know, I just had to speed up the game a lot more because, you know, I only had like a 20 to 30 minute break to actually do this. So I mean, I just had to be as quick as I possibly could. And of course, I did actually play the entire matches in 20 minutes, which was absolutely great. And, you know, GG, F in hell. He admitted defeat. Now here, you know, I was really thinking, you know, okay, well, I got that great hand, I got that great board. I don't know what he's running at this point of time, so I'm going to stick with what I know. I'm going to stick with what's safe, and I'm just going to, you know, I'm going to stop siding. I mean, right there and there, I've already got the Secret Barrel Blast, and, you know, normally I side sometimes, but I felt, you know, with this entire thing, because it was for fun, and with all this, and, you know, he's okay to side. I don't mind people siding, but it's like, because I felt like I wanted to just duel with the best deck I have, which is this, of course, and, I mean, I I then asked, do you have any hand traps? Lol, that was a joke. He doesn't have to answer that. It was just pretty much because, you know, I've got all those other things. But I mean, I could have added exchange if I know that he has hand traps. I could add Cosmic Cyclone, but I didn't actually side during this entire game because, you know, I was trying to be quick, and also because I didn't feel the need that I really wanted to. I didn't feel like, okay, I'm really going to side. I'm really worried what he's running. Because there's the first game, I don't even know what he's running, which really does suck. But I mean, if I kept on playing, you know, which of course I did, and, you know, if I thought about it more strategically, I probably should have sided other things, which I do regret doing here and there. But I mean, this was purely and simply to try and win those solemn strikes, and if I win them, that's great, they're going to a friend. If I don't win, then I've got great footage for you guys. So at the end of the day, it was a win-win for me. So I was really excited to, of course, do this. He goes, yeah, 2 secs. I give him the 2 seconds, like, I wasn't trying to rush him or anything. So here we go, you know, the second game. He's making me go second, which is probably the wise choice. You know, I've already done the first thing, I've done all that. So here's my hand, you know, I got that Dark Lord Nurse Replicule, I've got the Upstart Goblin, I've got the Into the Void, the Cup of Ace, and the Secret Barrel. So right there, I've already got a 1000 burn, a card that gives me another draw. Cup of Ace, if it be lucky again, and that Secret Barrel, which can also potentially burn for a lot more, which is always great. So he's just looking at his extra deck, and I did watch his video. He was thinking about quite a lot right here, you know. He was thinking, okay, what am I going to go into? I can't actually remember what was in his hand at this point of time within that video that he put up. So, you know, it's really confusing. But, you know, he was just thinking at this point of time. That's why I know he's taking his time. You know, that's all perfectly fair and well good, because we all should take our time sometimes. There's no reason to rush half the time if you're just playing fun and, you know, you just want to be enjoying the game. But at this point in time, you know, I was thinking to myself, okay, I can potentially really win this and, you know, have some fun. So he goes for the Senjus, and I haven't played against Senjus for a really, really long time. Like, I can't even remember the last time I even saw a Senju. There was one in my trade binder, but I never actually read the effects of these cards. But I mean, so I was like, okay, let me pretty much just read, because at this point in time I was like off, like dozing and all that, as he was, because it was apparently like 4 o'clock where he was in the morning. So I mean, absolutely congratulations to him. I mean, the dedication of wanting to duel, or needing to duel, or just dueling me at 4 o'clock where he is in the morning to potentially hopefully win these cards, that's dedication. I mean, if I have to lose to anyone, I was thinking even more at this point, like it's worthy to lose to him, because, you know, he's of course got that dedication. So he goes for the whole Senju play, and at this point in time, like, I'm still trying to figure out, okay, what exactly does Senju do? How much does it stop me? But, you know, it was really confusing, like, trying to figure out, like, okay, what are the actual cards that he could potentially be having, and all that. And as you can see here, he did accidentally do the whole Xyz plays, and I want to say this right now before anyone comments down below or try and give him hate. Don't do that. Please don't do that. I don't like seeing all those kind of hates on other people. But I mean, the reason he actually did this is because he hasn't dueled on Dueling Book, like, ever, apparently. Which I found out, you know, which is all perfectly good. He's probably dueled on other systems. I didn't ask him what other systems he's dueled on. I think it was Nexus, but, you know, at this point of time, Dueling Book was just the easiest one to get on for me. I already had my deck on there, so it was just a lot easier. I mean, if I went on Nexus, I would have to do the entire deck. I would have to go through all that. I would have to, you know, set up, make sure it works on the computer, do all this and that. Now, like, that's just too much time for me. I was trying to do this, like, as quick as I can for him, as quick as I can in general for myself and all that. So, I mean, you know, right there and there, it's like, you know, if you've got Dueling Book and you can duel on Dueling Book, that's even better for us, so let's just go on there. So he goes for the whole Gaga play. He burns me for that 800, you know, and I actually did watch the video, as I said, like, the reason he did this was to actually get back at me for burning him, which is absolutely really funny to see. But I mean, that's just absolutely great, and he sets the 2 back rows. So, you know, I didn't actually know or anything about the particular back rows that he could be running. I don't know the exact side cards he could be running. He said that the reason he wanted to get these cards was, you know, so he could potentially be a lot better at tournaments. So, I mean, I didn't exactly know what to expect. I didn't know, you know, what he could potentially be running. So, of course, I just summoned that Dark Lord Nurse Replicule, and, you know, he goes, yeah, I activate that Upstart Goblin, do all that again because Upstart Goblin is just absolutely fun to do that. It burns your opponent for 1,000, you know, you draw. I mean, when this card was at 3, that was just absolutely ridiculous, and that's why I don't think this card's ever going to come back at 3 because of this deck, but that's just, you know, what I think. And then I go that whole Into the Void play, draw another card, and right here, you know, I've got that Magical Mallet, the Cup of Ace, the Dark Hole Dealings, and, you know, I got the luck last time, so I thought, why not run that Cup of Ace? Why not, you know, try my luck again? Let's see if I can do this. And I got the Tails, which absolutely sucked, because this means he can draw, which absolutely even sucked more for me. I mean, I've got that Secret Barrel, but as you can see, I need the burn cards in my hand. That's why I did the whole Cup of Ace. I was really hoping to get something good. So, right here and there, you know, I just used that Magical Mallet. I shuffle back in the Dark Hole Dealings. I shuffle back in pretty much everything, because, you know, I was really hoping on some better burn cards. I was really hoping that, you know what, please give me at least 2 burn cards in that 1 draw card. That would be absolutely amazing. But of course he goes wait after draw, and I know it's coming. Oh, I hate this. But I know he's going to draw and lockbird me. Because, you know, that when people say, wait, you know, draw and lockbird, which absolutely sucked, that means I can't draw anymore, which, as you can see, I really do need. I needed to use that Pot of Duality. I needed to try that Cup of Ace again. But because I activated Into the Void, you know, I just set the back row. And I will, of course, actually have to also send my hand to the graveyard. But, you know, my computer was being a little bit slow at this point in time. He banishes both my back row. I accidentally clicked grave by mistake, but I re-fixed that, you know, just quickly fixed that up. He takes that burn of 2,000. Now, in the video, he actually was really annoyed by the fact of, like, he didn't even get rid of burn cards, but it's the fact of, you know, he still has the better field at this point in time because he's got the monsters that can get over mine. And although I've got the life points, you know, he's just clearly got the better field and better chance, because if I don't get the cards I need, I won't be able to win this particular game. So at this point in time, he actually was thinking about his hand. He was thinking about all the different combos in the video that he was explaining. You know, as I said, there'll be a link to that in the description down below, so you guys can check that out. But I mean, he's got Go Cowboy, which can overpower mine, and then he summons that Denko Seka. I mean, so not only did he put in Droll and Lockbird, but he also put in Denko Seka. So, you know, I have to admit defeat. There is no way of me coming back from that. And once again, I did not side. You know, I just rushed myself. I stupidly rushed myself. I shouldn't have rushed myself. It was stupid of me. I really should have put in Exchange and Cup of Ace. You know, I even should have put in maybe a Regeki, and I could have taken out the Cup of Ace, maybe one of the Cup of Ace, the Pot of Duality, maybe the Dark Hole Dealings, and just put in some Exchange. You know, that would have helped me out a lot better, but, you know, we all make mistakes, we all fail sometimes, and I was really hoping, you know what, I'm going first this time, I'm going first. So, I mean, I don't want to be using Exchange, I should get the hand that I want, I should get the stuff that I want. So I, of course, activate that Pot of Duality, I'm hoping for the best, you know, and he said, you know, he thought he had me, which absolutely sucks, but I mean, Cup of Ace screwed me over, as you can see in that last duel. I mean, because of that, I really feel that's what really made me lose. But I'm not going to be that person that's like, if I got the draw, I would have won. No, I mean, he got Denko Seka. I mean, if I didn't get the nice stuff, maybe. But I mean, still, I was just thinking about it. But I mean, I, of course, thinking here, I'm like, I just got to go for that Nurse Refuel. I got to make sure I've got the burn. I've got to make sure I've got some kind of protection. So, of course, I add that into my hand. And he goes fair, he goes wait now, and what of course happens? Droll and Lockbird. So, that absolutely sucks. I mean, now I really wish I did put in Exchange. This is the moment I really wish I did put in Exchange. I mean, if I put in the double Exchange, I could have exchanged, or I could have set all my stuff, activated Exchange, and then bam, you know, maybe I would have had a chance, but that's why I'm running Exchange, because of all these different hand traps. And I really feel like, if you're running a particular deck like this, Exchange is really going to help you guys out. And, you know, learn from my mistakes. Like, learn from the mistakes you've made, and learn from the mistake I just made from this. I mean, if I put Exchange in, maybe I would have had better luck. Maybe I could have won those solemn strikes. But, you know, accidents always happen. Failure is always what makes us better. And we're just got to learn from it, really. I mean, and it's always going to happen, which absolutely does suck sometimes. But when you do lose, the thing to remember is, don't get angry at yourself. Don't put yourself down. Don't, you know, hate yourself completely. What you gotta do is exactly what I pretty much did, you know, just brush it off, remember that, you know, it's just a game. At the end of the day, I wasn't putting out money for this. This was purely and simply a giveaway trying to win game. And at the end of the day, the bonus is the fact of I actually giving you guys some recording content, which of course is just absolutely great. And, you know, this time, because of Cultivate not working for me last time, I decided, you know, I'm just going to use Magical Mallet and all that. But as I was saying with the whole, you know, if you win or if you lose, the thing to remember is don't rub it in your opponent's face. Like, Leo was so nice. He actually congratulated me. He said, well done, man. You know, he actually was really nice to me, which is absolutely great. And, you know, it's just a really fun bonus. The fact of, you know, this is what Yu-Gi-Oh! Should be about. You know, just two guys just having fun, or just two people in general. I don't want to be objectified or correct me on more words and say later on, like, you said two guys. No, what I mean is, like, two people straight up in general, just enjoying the game and, you know, just having fun. So here I activate Card of Demise, and the reason I just took a breath is because I forgot that he did activate the Ash. I couldn't remember if it was Ash or Droll and Lockbird again, but, you know, just hand traps in general. I have to attack directly, and I mean, oh, the fact of Droll and Lockbird and Ash really do stuff up this deck, and that's why I said, you know, put in exchange, it's really going to help you out. And of course, in the end phase, he activates Cosmic Cyclone, and the reason I take breaths like that is because just all these cards really do hurt the deck. If you go first, then, you know, you've got a better chance, and you could go exchange, you could take their stuff, and that's what, you know, I'm actually thinking maybe I should get a third exchange. Maybe, like, I've got one secret rare coming, and I've got a common, so, you know, I'm thinking of actually bumping the exchange up to 3 because it would be a lot better for me, personally, because of all these hand traps that have been used against me lately. But, I mean, that's just in my opinion. Comment down below what you guys have on that, and, you know, just what you guys think. But, you know, with the whole winning and losing, just enjoy the game itself. And, I mean, as I said, I've said this a few times now, I do know, I'm sorry for that. But, I mean, if you win, that's absolutely great. If you lose, just learn from it. And, you know, the fact that just being able to duel someone that is completely in another country, and the fact of that, you know, me and him dueled and we actually got along pretty well, and the fact of I'm able to bring you guys this duel video and just enjoy that in general is just absolutely great. And that's what I'm all about, you know. If you guys, you know, enjoy me actually doing these kind of videos and talking over particular duel videos of duels that are actually really important, like not just a duel that I entered because it was fun and all that, but duels in general that were just really intriguing, and the reason that one of us had to win was for a particular prize, you know, I'm happy to do that, you know. If I can enter more giveaway, duel-based videos, then I'll be happy to do that. So on my turn, of course, I draw into that Into the Void, and that absolutely sucks, so I just have to end my turn. But as I was saying with the whole, you know, duel videos and all that, I'm actually really wanting to enter some tournaments. Actually, what I was also thinking was making up my own kind of tournament, but I will put up a few rules, you know. The first rules I want to say is, you know, no burn decks. Now, the reason I'm saying this is because, although I love burn decks my personal self, and I love burn decks so much, you know, yeah, I didn't actually read his effect on that, by the way. I didn't know it was 2000, but that's actually game right there. So I'm going to pause right there and just talk to you guys right here. But I mean, I just wanted to, you know, show you guys this video, show you guys, sadly I did lose, which does suck, but I mean, I'm just glad that the Solemn Strikes are going to someone that I know that will really appreciate it, that will really use them a lot. And, you know, I also wanted to just talk to you guys about the whole, you know, of me actually wanting to set up a tournament. So, with this whole tournament, I do want to make up a few rules. The one rule I do have in mind, I don't know if I'm going with it completely or not, because as you can see, you can beat burn decks quite easily sometimes. But one of the rules I want to make is, you know, no burn decks allowed. But, you know, comment down below what you guys believe on all that. What kind of tournament should I potentially set up? I do want to bring a lot of people into this, so if you guys actually want me to set up a tournament, or just, you know, want me to enter more kind of online tournaments like this, you know, just hit me up in the comments section down below, and, you know, I'll be happy to do that. Or, you know, if there's any videos or deck profiles or just anything in general that you guys always want me to make, as always, you know, you can hit me up in the comment section, or you can hit me on Facebook, Twitter, or even Discord, and, you know, I'm happy to make those kind of videos, because that's what you guys really want to see, and that's what I love doing. I love helping you guys out, I love making what you guys want me to make, and half the time when you guys asked me to make particular things, like the last thing I made was a Toon burn deck profile, of course I was happy to build that. Like, that was really exciting to build, because I just love Toon. So most of the time, like, when you guys ask me to build any particular deck, you know, for some reason you know exactly what I kind of like playing, so, you know, I'm always happy to build that. So, you know, as I said, if you just if you guys want me to make any videos or just any deck profile videos or any particular videos, as I said, in general, that are very specific to a particular point of view, or just some tip videos like I did do in an Into the Void discussion, like the whole ruling on that video kind of ages ago. But if you guys want me to talk about particular cards and the rulings on them, you know, if you guys want me to go into doing like that kind of series, or if you guys want me to continue to do the whole last month in Yu-Gi-Oh kind of thing, you know, comment down below what you guys really want me to make on this channel, and that's what I'll continue doing, because I know you guys will enjoy it a lot more, and that's what I really want to accomplish with this channel, helping you guys out and making sure you guys do enjoy it. But of course, that actually ends it for this video of me dueling this guy named Leah. You know, he's just absolutely amazing. As I said, check out those Facebook channels of, like, we've got Duelist Sanctuary, which I'll put a link to in the description down below, but also check out my team's channel. There's a Facebook and there's also a YouTube channel, Duel Society X. There'll be a link to them in the description down below, both the Facebook and the YouTube channel, so you guys can check them out. You know, they're absolutely amazing. My Captain Edward is just really fun, as I said in one previous video, you know, and I'm going to probably keep on saying this because I really want to bump up his credit, because that's what I'm all about. I really want to help people and all that, and he's one of the guys that really did help me out. The entire team helped me out, same with all of you guys, so that's why I got to give them the shout outs, because, you know, those are the people that really did support me at the very, very beginning. I do know that you guys still support me to this day and all that, but those were the ones that actually were my first supporters and all that. So, of course, I got to give them the shout-out. So, you know, they're just absolutely amazing. And if you are a starting YouTuber and want to enter a group that will give you a lot of support, you know, encouragement, you know, mentally and well-being and all that, which is what they've been able to provide with me and all that, you know, provide to me, which really does help me out with building my confidence and all that, you know, just try and enter the group. And half the time Edward is so nice that he'll just enter you in, and as long as you're just a really nice guy, as I'm pretty sure a lot of you are, you're probably going to be entered into the group. So that, of course, as I said, actually ends it for this video. I really hope you guys did enjoy it. It's a shame I didn't win those solemn strikes, as I couldn't give them away to any of you guys or just to friends, but maybe the next one. And I do hope that, you know, maybe I'll win in the next giveaway, or maybe one day I'll win another giveaway, or when I'm able to open up another box. There's Christmas coming around. Maybe I'll do a Christmas special if you guys really want me to do that. But of course, till then, until the next video, I really hope you guys do have fun. And that, of course, ends it for me, the Joker. And I'll see you next time.